IronMaiden.com here with a little demonstration of how to sing like Bruce Dickinson of Iron Maiden, one of my favorite metal vocalists from the 80s and today. He's one of the few metal vocalists from that time period that still has an amazing voice today. And the reason for that is because Bruce has developed very strong internal anchoring musculature through his belt range, which is between, I would say, see the E above middle C to the high C. He has those particular notes. He developed a very strong internal anchoring musculature so that he can really make very big notes through this area. Now, a lot of singers who don't develop that particular range in their voice tend to lose that part of their voice as they get older. A good example of that is Jeff Tate from Queensryche. Rob Halford has lost some of that particular belt range right in there because he never really fully developed it. Guys that have that developed sense of belt range right in here, guys like Bruce Dickinson, Michael Sweet from Stryper, Kip Winger from Winger, all from that particular area, all have very strong belt areas. Guys that didn't develop it have lost it. Mark Slaughter from Slaughter lost it as well. What I'm going to show you is how Bruce particularly belts in that particular range and what he's kind of doing to have some notes be bigger than others, where he's kind of lightening the load and twanging into the head and then blending back down into his heavier, more chesty belt range. I'm going to use the example of Run to the Hills. The main chorus of that starts on the F above middle C. Then A sharp or B flat, then G, then F again, then D above high C, so that's D5, C, high C, C5, B flat, C, then G, then A. Then it basically repeats that phrase. B flat, A, F again. Now, Bruce starts that particular verse all in belt range. Run to the hills! Then he jumps from he makes the F, really heavy belty. Then he lightens and twangs into the head for the high D. And he stays there. Then he takes it out of the twang to the G and the A. Run for your life! And you can hear that my upper notes maintain a certain amount of edge. There's a sort of twang, sort of a bit of a on those top notes. Then he takes that twang out, or not as much of it. Doesn't apply as much of it for the run to. There's a little on the B flat. Then it's all belt. Run for your life. There's a little bit of sob, a little bit of twang. Run for your life. And at the very end of that, he's scooping a little on each note. Run for your life. A little bit of a swell into each one. I shouldn't really say scoop, it's kind of swelling. Run for your life! Now the verses are pretty much in his normal speaking range. Soldier boo in the barren waste, hunting and killing's a game. Wasting the women and wasting the men, the only good Injuns are tame. Then he goes up to the head. Selling their whiskey and taking their gold. More twang. Slaving the young and destroying the old. Now that O, that G sharp there. Oh! Yeah. Right? Either way, even if it's a G sharp or an A, he's still slightly backing off. He's not belting quite so much. It's not really, really heavy in here. There's a twangy head voice. Right? Then as he comes back down, he lets go of the twang. Pharyngeal into his basic voice. And you call it pharyngeal muscle into the basic muscle. Then it's run to the hills, run for your life. Run to the hills, run for your life. Right? How we develop that kind of thing is learning how to blend your more throaty or mouth resonance up into the head. Learn how to apply pharyngeal or twang into the upper notes to thin them out so they're not so heavy, but then you're also adding support to those notes to keep them in place, to keep them stable. So, and that's a tricky thing for a lot of people because you're kind of backing away in one respect and then adding in another. You're backing away here, adding pharyngeal, lightening the note, twanging into the head, but then you're adding support underneath it to keep it stable. So you don't, I'm lighter here than run. That's a lighter, that's a heavier note. Run to the hills. Right? The B flat, a little bit lighter. Hills. And I'm heavy. Learning how to do that kind of back and forth, heavy here, lighter twang here, heavy here, takes a lot of practice. It's not really easy. I kind of make that seem easy when I just did that. It's not really easy at all. You have to learn how to blend. And blending comes from basically singing between middle C and high C very slowly, all those notes in between. Doing particular exercises that make you kind of sit in that little pocket so you can learn where you kind of stay heavy as you sort of, as I call it, graying. As you're graying the notes from black to white, from pure sort of throat or what we call chest resonance, heavier notes into the lighter notes, which are on the white end of the spectrum. In Italian, that would be the chiaroscuro, light and dark. We want to learn how to sort of blend from the heavy into the light with sort of shades of gray in between. And we take a very simple thing like a 5-tone scale. Right? We do it with yeah. We go, yeah. My F on the bottom is heavier. It's not as twangy. I don't need it as twangy because the D here, but middle C, doesn't need to be as twangy because it's within my natural range. As I blend towards the F sharp, I have to start backing away on that heaviness of the sound and let the resonance float up into the head. So I'm in the A, I'm more towards the head resonance, then I add twang to that along the way. This is the difficult part because you're adding and subtracting along the way. And it's a little weird of a little coordination process. And that's how we learn to kind of blend and make your head voice notes like this B flat. It's a seamless blend from it's a seamless little blend there. That's difficult, but you can learn how to do that with private lessons, by my vocal course, Breaking the Chains. Sign up for my courses over at PowHow, and I can teach you how to do these cool little blends. So I hope that gives you a little insight into one of my favorite metal vocalists of all time, Bruce Dickinson, and how he does all that really cool high belting. Till next time, this is Kevin Richards from RockTheStageNYC.com. See ya.